Hi everyone and welcome to another Sims 2 video on my channel. I'm the little messenger and today I want to talk about how to install The Sims 2 on Windows 10. If you're thinking, did I just have a deja vu? Didn't you talk about this like literally 2.5 years ago? Yes, I did. And I want to first of all go over some Q&As and then go over an updated guide on how to install The Sims 2 because I got a lot of questions, and I also tried to install The Sims 2 again the same way that I did it and it crashed, so it didn't work. So I was like, well, there's gotta be a reason for that. I gotta just figure out how to do it, and I did figure it out. So I thought I will once again pack this all together into one video so you guys don't have to search for all these guides online and all these different kinds of information that you can get when you Google. You just have to stay in this video and I will visually show you how to do everything from A to Z without skipping any steps and with literally explaining the smallest of details, because even though there's some really cool guides out there, there's still some things which they just skip over because it's common computer knowledge. And I didn't know this when I started, and I think I'm not the only one who doesn't know all the cool things you can do. So I thought I was gonna do like a really in detail guide on how to do this. There's chapters on this videos, there's different timestamps in the video description if you're looking for a specific thing. Head on over there if you want to watch the whole thing. I will start with the Q&As and I will then go into how to install the base game, and then I will finally finish with how to install the expansion packs. Okay, funnily enough, I actually tried to record this last Thursday, a couple days ago. And I messed something up with the recording, so I had to do it again and again, and at the very end I was just so tired you couldn't really understand what I was saying anymore, so I thought I would just record it all again. What I thought was funny is that I was wearing the same exact shirt then that I did like 2.5 years ago. Like, I promise you I own more shirts, but it just happened to be that. I just thought I would include this here for anyone else who thinks it's funny. Okay, let's head on over to some Q&As, shall we? First question, do I need one disc or all 4? So, my Sims 2 version is the 4-disc version. I think it was one of the first ones that came out. I'm pretty sure I got this the very first time it came out in 2004. But yeah, so that's my version of it. I know there's like the Sims Deluxe, Double Deluxe, 1 DVD option. There's so many. And as far as I'm aware, all disc versions work the same, but I could be wrong. So this, just to be safe, I'll say this guide is for the 4-disc version. And if you only have 1 disc or like 2 or whatever amount of discs you have, then proceed with caution and just see if it works or not. And if it does work, please let me know in the comments below. That would be super helpful for everyone else who's looking for this guide on how to install their Sims 2. Next question. Where did you get the external drive? So I have an external drive that I used in the first video where I put the CDs in. The version is actually, I don't know if you can see, but it's a CD-ROM, which is one of the older versions that CDs used to come in. And you gotta make sure that the drive that you're using to read the CD is able to read, because a lot of modern drives can only read DVDs or Blu-rays, so you gotta be careful about that. I am not sure where I got it from. I imagine I got it from Amazon or something like that. I now get a new internal drive, and I got that from a German website, so I don't know how helpful it would be for many people. Just, if you're looking for one, just make sure you're looking for something that can play the format of CD that you have. Alright, I'm sure you'll find something. Does this work for XY version of The Sims? I think I already addressed this. I don't know. I know about this one, and that's all I know. If you have a key from online, if you have like the Origin Deluxe something, I'm not sure about those. Because I don't own them. However, there are incredible guides online, and I will link a couple in the description below, so look out for those. All right. The installation stops at XY%. What do I do? Well, there might be a scratch on your disk. There are really cool ways of buffing your disk, so the scratch disappears, or at least gets a bit less. Try to look for those guides online. You can also see if it works by copying the contents of the disk to your desktop and then running the autorun exe file from there, which is the installation file. Basically, you have to click. Try it that way. If both things don't work, most likely the scratch is too big on your CD, or your CD is just too old. Especially CDs and DVDs have data loss over time, which is why you should never just save the data that you have on like one CD or even one external hard drive. Make sure you check for long-lasting methods of saving your files, and always create backups. So unfortunately, at some point, if you have a disk version, time might just be running against you, and we sadly can't turn that back yet. Yeah, sorry about that. An administrator has blocked you from running this application. What does that mean, and what do I do? First, you're going to your PC settings and check if you're the administrator or if you have administrator access to the PC. Also, you should run the application in admin mode. The way you do that is you right-click on the autorun file and you select Run as Administrator. Also check if the program needs to be whitelisted on your antivirus program. Sometimes there's an issue there. If none of that works, if you get that red message that says there's, this is dangerous and we have blocked it from running, you can work around that, and I will show you how to do that right now. So now there's a disc in my drive. It's the Villa and Garden accessory pack or something like that. So I just navigated here, my PC, and then I went to the drive and I just right click and hit open a new folder. So this is the autorun that you would want to run. Now you can see here, if I do run as admin, I don't know if you can see it right now, but there's like a screen and it says this app is blocked due to security reasons. But you probably have heard this sound a couple times. All right, so what you want to do is you navigate over to your search bar and you type in CMD. Okay, so now an app should pop up and you click Run as Administrator. And then you hit yes. So this is what should have opened from there. Okay, so the way you want to run this now is you look at which letter your drive has. For me, that's G. So you hit G and then colon. Okay, so now we are literally in the G folder. And okay, we are now in the right location. Okay, after navigating to your drive, you locate the autorun file, and this one is an exe file, so it ends in .exe. So what we want to do is we now type in, after having located the correct, location basically. So these two match up now. We type in autorun exe and we hit enter, and that is how you get around basically your PC saying, no, this is dangerous. We don't want to do that. I think it only says it's dangerous. We don't want to do that because it's such an old file. If you do have this disk from the library or whatever, of course, always proceed with caution. I don't want you guys to download a virus or a Trojan or whatever onto your PC. But if you have owned this CD for like all your life, like me, it should be fine. It should be fine. I'm not a computer expert. Please don't come for me if it's not, okay? I'm literally telling you right now, whatever you do with this guide is your responsibility. You don't need to follow it, and I will not claim that this is completely without danger, okay? Because I can't give you that sound of mind. I can only say for me it worked and I'm fine. And my PC is okay, but I don't want to, all right? I'm saying that right now. All right, okay. So yeah, you literally just hit enter and then it should run. Alrighty. Next question. Do I need the key code in order to play the game? Could I use it again if someone else has used it? Okay, so what the asker or the question asker is referring to is the key code that is on the back of your manual. Like it's right here under my finger. I don't even know why I'm hiding it, because the thing is that yes, first of all, yes, you need it. So if you're missing this little thing, you might get in trouble. I don't actually know how it works, but you need this. You definitely do need it. I think it like sees if it matches up to whatever, your version or something. And to come to part number 2, yes, you can use it again. Basically, I think the only thing you shouldn't do is click register the product online. It pops up when you run the installation, but other than that, you should be good. So you could even go to your local library and get Sims 2 expansions from there and install them on your PC. So yeah, you can do that, but you do need the code. It will prompt you to put in a code right as you open The Sims 2. The link in your description is outdated. What that refers to is the link that I had that gave like an update patch in order to be able to play The Sims 2 and install more expansion packs. I think, so I still used it in my installation. I don't think I had to, because there's a different guide I followed this time, and this guide has a different update patch, but I will link all of that in the description below, and we can take a look at it in a second when we go through the installation. So it did still work for me. Don't know if I had to do it. I only found this different guide after I had already done everything and it then crashed. So I think it is safe to say that I would rather refer to this new guide than the old guide. I tried, but there's no setup file on my disk. It's usually the autorun. I think that's what you're referring to as the setup file. Try to run it again, insert it again, run it as admin, and if you still don't see anything or find anything, then your disk might be corrupted. Does this work on Windows 11? I don't know. I do not want to update my PC to Windows 11. So if you have your PC in Windows 11, please let me know so that we can see. Your birds are loud. Yeah, they are. By the way, they're still fine and thriving. They're just in a different room. I moved and we moved to a bigger place, so I have my own like workroom now. Yay. And then I got some weird questions about if I'm a lesbian or a gay. I'm bi, but that's beside the point of the guide. And also, a cool question. If I'm gonna make more Sims content for YouTube. Yes, I'm planning on it. I'm currently, most of my content is ASMR Minecraft on Sundays and Stardew Valley VODs taken from my Twitch cut down to YouTube on Wednesdays. But I will start a 100 baby challenge this week because of the update of the infants, and that one is gonna be YouTube exclusive, so I'm really excited to share some of that. And there also may be some new Sims 2 content coming soon, because now everything works and I'm so excited to play this game again, and I want to share with you some of my favorite things from The Sims 2. So yes, look out for that. If you want to help out, I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and it would mean so much to me if you could subscribe. Thank you so freaking much. Okay, so that was the Q&A part. Now let's jump into the tutorial part of this video. I will skip the normal installation of the Sims 2 that I already discussed in my first video, so go refer back to that if you need additional help. Just wanted to jump in here while editing for a second. Basically, to install the base game, you go through all the normal things I've gone through in my first video, so please refer back to that if you have any more questions. In short, you pop in the CD, you run the installation. If you need to run it in admin mode, I showed you how to do the autorun if you need to do that. And also, if it stops at any point, maybe try copying the contents of the disk onto your PC and run it from there. That sometimes helps. So nothing there has changed. What comes now is the steps you need to take before you play it. As far as I'm aware, the update patch that I'm about to show you and all the other things are important for the base game as well. So if you only have the base game, you basically go through all the steps. Instead of locating your newest expansion pack, you just locate the same thing in the base game. It's gonna make sense in a second as soon as I show you everything. So just do it from there basically, and everything should turn out perfectly. Okay, full disclosure, I'm using this guide mostly for this video. I know I might get flagged from the creators of this guide for this. I still stand by the fact that making a video of something could inevitably help more people. I am myself a very visual person. It took me a couple hours to figure this guide out, even though everything was written down carefully. Please don't take this the wrong way. I'm just trying to make this guide more accessible to more people. That's my only purpose here. So please go help those people, support them. I will put their link in the description so you can also have to read along to the guide should you need to, and so on and so on. I'm very grateful for those people. Thank you so much for making the guide. So basically, I'll be citing this document in my work. All right. First of all, that's why I said I think the first link isn't a problem anymore. There is this 4 GB large memory aware patch that you have to download. So you open this, you're going to click on this link, download the patch, and I have a program called WinRAR installed, and that's basically how I can unzip my files. So I can recommend downloading something similar. You will want to double click and then you hit yes when Windows prompts you, asks you what you want to do. Okay, now you want to locate this is, by the way, where all my games are located. The Mansion and Garden stuff is the newest pack that I own from The Sims 2. I think it was the latest that came out overall. So if you have that one, navigate to this one. If you do not know what the latest pack is of The Sims games that you own, then it will probably be best to just Google and search online and see which one is the newest one. Once you've opened and located that, you want to go to this Sims 2 expansion pack 9 like executable file. You click it and then click open, and then it will say the executable was successfully patched, and we click OK. Right, we're done with this part now. Perfect. Now we need to download the latest release of tar.gz, which we can find in this link. We will scroll down and it should have the newest one right here. So click download on this one. Open it once again. And then we're going to navigate to the 32-bit folder. Okay, now we don't do anything yet because first of all, what we do is we are going to grant everyone full control of the TS bin folder before copying. That is incredibly important. I'll come back to this, but I'll go here first because I, of course, did this. I copied it and then I only read this. I was like, well, damn it. I should have done this before. So that's what I'm telling you guys before. So the way you do this is you navigate to, let's go again, the directory where you have your game installed. And then you will click here, you will click on properties, and this window will come up. I'm not gonna pull it up right here because there's some things on there that I don't want to dox about myself, so nope. You have to make sure that everyone has access to it. You can click edit and add everyone on there. And then also maybe click through all of them and make sure they all have access here. And you click apply and okay. Okay. We have done that. Perfect. Now we're gonna come back. And now we're gonna copy this file into this folder. You can already see that it's in here. So I've copied the d3d9.dll file into this folder, and that's all we're gonna do. But first of all, we had to give everyone access. Cool. Perfect. If you have already copied everything over because you've been so fast and you don't know how to get back, you can find local app data. When I first read this, I was like, what the hell? How do I get here? So the way you get here is you hit your Windows and your R key. And this little thing will appear. You're gonna hit OK. And then you're gonna navigate to Virtual Store, Program Files, EA Games, and you're just gonna delete this EA Games folder. But yeah, the way you get here is through the Windows and R key, and then you type in % local app data %, and that's how you get there. Now, one of the last things that we want to do is we're gonna have install the graphics rule maker. Once you've installed it, this little window will pop up, and in this like drop down menu, we want to select The Sims 4, and for me it already found this path automatically. If not, you're gonna hit browse, and you once again you're literally just gonna go to the nearest, like newest folder here. Okay, so we've done that, and I just hit on I just clicked on auto detect. It it does tell me here that I don't need to disable the shadows anymore. So maybe we're gonna uncheck that, and I shouldn't set force texture memory to higher than 2000, which when I hit auto detect it was 28,000. So let's change that to 2000, and then you want to hit save files, and it says those files have been saved. The first time I hit it, something from my graphics card came up, and I hit OK, and then that's basically how it worked. Now we're gonna try to run The Sims 2 from the desktop, basically. The way we want to do that, we want to make a shortcut. Basically, we're once again navigating to the newest expansion pack that we have, going to the TS spin and going to this executable file and dragging it onto our desktop. So that's how we make a shortcut from the desktop. Before we start it up, I highly recommend right-clicking on it and going to Properties. And what we want to do is right behind our, I think it's goal or something like that in English, we want to hit spacebar minus or like dash W. That way we open it in a windowed mode and we're gonna click apply and OK. So that way this game should now open in windowed mode. Make sure you have the CD of this expansion pack in your drive. And what we're gonna do now is double click to open The Sims 2, hopefully. Ayo. I can also tell you the first time starting it up, it's so loud. So I literally just turn it down. Look how much I turn it down in my like voice meter things. Okay. Now let's just head on over to Desiderata Valley and see if everything works out. If the shadows are all fixed, if there's no pink glitches. The game does look fantastic, to be honest with you. I think what I did is I clicked on the graphics settings and I adjusted it to my like monitor. And also in this settings, I put everything on like extra large and so on to have it look like this basically. Let's go over to the Bell family and see how everything looks. You see how pretty this is? Like, what the heck? Okay. They're just watching a movie. These two, I think, are training ballet. But yeah, it looks like everything is working out well. The shadows are really nice. Look, they're definitely working. Outside shadows are definitely still working as well. So it looks like there is nothing that isn't working right now, which is really, really nice. Look how this little icon moves around. I love this so much. Yeah, all right. So it looks like everything is working well. Let's pause the game. I think I have it, the only downside of having it in window mode, I think there's a little bit of it cut off. So maybe I should just adjust window size or something like that. But I think if you start it in full screen, there's something that's gonna bug out. So I would definitely suggest like starting it out in windowed mode. And then maybe you can also pick up the window through your OBS if you're recording any of it, not having to record the screen, basically. So yes, this is the updated guide on how to install all of the expansion packs and the base game of The Sims 2. I hope I made it nice and short and visual enough for you to be able to install The Sims 2 as well. If you do, please let me know because I'm really excited about all of this. And also let me know how your game's looking, if you need any more help with anything. If anything wasn't clear enough, I'm more than happy to help. And I promise I'll get back to you in the comments as soon as I can. Last time I was just a little bit overwhelmed. I didn't even think that many people would click on my video, so thank you guys so much. Again, if you want to see more content coming to you soon about The Sims 4 and most likely also The Sims 2, because now I have it installed, we gotta check it all out, right? Go and hit the subscribe button and the little bell to be notified when the next video comes out. Thank you so much for giving this video a like and a comment. I really, really appreciate it, and I hope I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!